Hello, my name is Andy and I am the village idiot, a man with a car and a GoPro and an unhealthy amount of time on my hands. Now, welcome back to West Lindsey, and I've come to a place today that's in the far northeast of the district. We've had a day at the sea, we've been to Cleethorpes, and I've decided, even though it's just starting to spit with rain, I'm going to film a village on the way back home. And this is within the boundaries of West Lindsey because that, strangely enough, is how far northeast the district stretches. It stretches a long way, almost to Grimsby. And this building behind me is where I've chosen to start. That looks like a school, but it's not a school or a chapel. That's a library. And the library belongs to the village and the parish of Keelby. So my regular viewers will know, of course, that I'm very familiar with West Lindsey, having grown up in the southwest of the district. I've never been to this northeastern corner before, and as a result I've never been to Keelby before. So I'm hoping some locals out there will be able to give me some information about things I potentially miss. I have a circular route planned which will take me down this road, which is Yarborough Road. It runs alongside of this very nice play area here at the park, and then there's a Methodist church which we'll pass in a moment before we head down a side street which would bring us in a loop back towards where I started, near the King's Head pub. And then to finish the video later I'll need to do a little bit of driving because I need to go to where Keelby Sports Complex is. So this should be fun. Let's see what we can do. So this is pretty interesting. If you look on Google Maps, this area at the end of South Street, which is obviously a construction site, is just a field. So this is obviously new, and whatever it is not finished. Keelby locals, what's it going to be? Do any of you know? I'd like to know. So if you know the answer to that, comment down below. Okay, it's obscured by trees a little bit, but seeing as we're on Manor Street and I've just taken a shot at Manor close, I would imagine that that house there is the Manor house. You can't really see it, but I'd say there's a good chance that's it. It certainly looks big enough and posh enough. Well, as village halls go, I think you'll be hard pushed to find anything quite as extravagant as that ever again. That was quite amazing, Keelby Village Hall, don't you think? Okay, so now I'm walking down to the south of the village, and this area is much more residential. Okay, where I'm standing now is on the junction of Mill Lane and Pelham Crescent, outside this building here, which looks like a disused industrial unit of some kind. Now, the reason I've chosen to speak to the camera at this point is because Keelby's Wikipedia page says that in the 1950s there used to be a pond at this very junction just here, but it's now been filled in. So there you go. The more you know, eh? The more you know. Okay, that's just about it for the main walk around Keelby. Now I need to hop into the car and go to where the sports ground is, the sports complex. Before that, I have to just nip into the King's Head pub because I have the family with me today. We spent a day in Cleethorpes before I came here, and they've decided to go to the local watering hole, or one of the local watering holes in the village, while I did this. Let's go and retrieve them. Okay, family retrieved, and they're now in the car, and they just wanted me to mention that the King's Head pub here in Keelby, very friendly, very welcoming. For somewhere we don't know, you made us feel very welcome. Thank you. Now let's go and find this sports ground. Okay, to finish this one off, I've had to come to the side of the cricket pavilion because it's quite windy at the moment, and if I stand in the car park, which is where I was originally going to stand, you won't hear me for the wind. It's a good thing actually, because this area has a skate park as well, which I would have missed if I hadn't have come down here. So there you go. And it looks like I caught Keelby United in the middle of a training session as well here. I didn't get too close to the players. I don't want them to feel self-conscious if they see me with the camera. Same goes for the bowling green. There appears to be a bowling match on there as well. I don't want to intrude on people's privacy. It's a public space, but you know, it's common courtesy. And that's Keelby. What a nice little village. One I've never been to before, and a nice end to a nice day out at the sea in Cleethorpes. Brilliant. Another West Lindsey parish off the list. So next time you see me in West Lindsey, I won't be this far up to the northeast. I'll be back down more towards the southwest. But where yet, I don't know. But yeah, stay tuned and you'll find out. This has been the parish of Keelby, and I've been Andy, also known as the Village Idiot, and I'm out.